Hi everyone, this is my yet another Ukrainian news media review. Veteran of the anti-terrorist operation killed in his house by the grenade explosion. The kind of situations are becoming the classic of the Ukrainian life. The investigation concluded that the cause of the explosion was an inappropriate conditions of storing of the explosive materials. Basically, this means that this person used to serve in the conflict zone on the eastern Ukraine and decided that he might find a good use for the weapons he had access to. So he have stolen some grenades and probably something else. A shooting in the city of Dnipro. 2 people dead. The participants of this shooting were the anti-terrorist operation veterans. The report says that they were there as a support for the meeting of the 2 businessmen. If you wonder what this means, I explain you. The same situation we had all over the former USSR in the 90s, when the meetings and the arguments of businessmen often ended with fights and shootings. It was the time when businessmen and gangsters were often indistinguishable one from another. So this indicates the returning of such times in Ukraine now, when we have a lot of people who took part in this anti-terrorist operation on the east, and they have actual battle experience and weapons, of course. They are now forming gangs or proposing their support for other gangs and businessmen to solve their problems the rough way. The Security Service of Ukraine has expelled a Russian journalist, Maria Knyazeva, for interfering the media of Ukraine, because, I quote, she was collecting the information about the situation in Ukraine, in particular about the actions of the government and the law enforcement. That's despicable. A journalist collecting the information about the situation in the country. How dare she? Well, you can see the freedom of speech, the freedom of press, it's basically thriving in Ukraine. A former president of Georgia, which is not a state of the United States, it's a country that borders Russia. Mikhail Saakashvili has lost his Ukrainian citizenship due to the decree by President Petro Poroshenko. This is a very interesting one. For the past couple of years, Saakashvili went a long way from Poroshenko's closest friend and ally to his political opponent. He was his advisor, then the governor of Odessa. Failed miserably on both these jobs. Then he created his own political party and became Poroshenko's opposition. Even said that he's going to run for president. I personally have no sympathy for Saakashvili, but I must say that it's definitely a dirty trick by Poroshenko. He's using his power to fight his political opponents. And I must praise the journalist and the guest in the attached video, where they discuss this issue, because they say the same things I've just said. Mention that this channel belongs to President Poroshenko, and this person has courage to say such things about her employer, who is also the president. Well, that's all for now. See you next time.